They laughed. That's how everything started, soft little chuckles disguised as politeness, but dripping with condescension. My wife's parents, her brother, even she let out a tight smile. It was a warm Sunday afternoon, lunch laid out on their sunlit patio, and I had just told them I worked in tech. Her father froze with a fork halfway to his mouth, gave me that slow, disappointed eyebrow raise, and said, "Stop fooling around. Get a real job. Help desk, customer support, something practical." Jason, her brother, lifted his wine glass and smirked. "At least build a LinkedIn profile that doesn't look like a joke." More laughter. I forced a smile, not because any of it was funny, but because something inside me settled into place. Something razor-sharp. It was suddenly, painfully clear. They didn't respect me. They didn't even believe me. And my wife just stared at her plate, silent, shrinking into her chair. She didn't defend me, didn't correct them, didn't even try. That silence cut deeper than the mockery. They lived in a world where real careers were carved in stone. Law, medicine, finance. Tech, to them, was just a hobby, a phase, something for boys who never grew up. They couldn't imagine someone building a future out of zeros and ones. But they didn't know me. Silence is where I work best. Every insult they tossed, every mocking smile, it planted a seed in me. And it grew. Jason, the golden child, had a dream, a fintech startup based on concepts he barely understood from a half-read European paper. But dreams need structure, knowledge, code, security, investors. He had none of those. What he did have was blind confidence and parents who applauded every word that fell out of his mouth. 6 months later, he pitched his vision again at dinner. He stood there, strings of tech jargon spilling from him like a malfunctioning chatbot. Decentralize this. Blockchain that. He didn't even know how to pronounce half the terms. His parents clapped like he'd just reinvented electricity. That night, my wife said, "He's really trying. You should help him." Not we could build something. Not both of you could be a team. Just help him. Because he was the one they believed in. So I helped. Quietly. No photo ops. No public credit. I was the ghost behind the entire machine. The silent architect. I gave him access to investors I'd built real connections with. I rewrote his sloppy codebase. I rebuilt his backend entirely. I fixed his broken pitch deck. Piece by piece, I constructed the foundation of his company while he strutted around taking bows. That was the point. I wanted him to think he'd done everything alone. Then came the deal. A global payments giant wanted to acquire the tech, $190 million, paid over 6 quarters. They wanted clean ownership, stable architecture, no lawsuits, full audit. Jason celebrated like a king. His fiancée cried with joy. His parents acted like the royal family. My name never came up. So, I pulled the final thread. When the tech auditors arrived, they found a wasteland. Repositories emptied. Servers blank. Code wiped or redirected. Total collapse. And the best part? Buried deep in the legal filings, so deep that even his lawyers didn't bother to read, was a clause giving my shell company full ownership of the entire codebase. Every line. Every function. Every innovation. Legally, I was the CEO of the company the buyers were actually purchasing. The deal froze. Investigations launched. Fraud alarms blared. Jason spiraled. He called 19 times, voice cracking, begging. His father texted, "We need to talk." My wife just asked, "Why?" But she already knew why. Tonight was Jason's engagement party. Lavish, glowing, elegant. I slipped in unnoticed, dressed in black, sat quietly in the back. His fiancée gave a sweet toast, then saw me. Her voice faltered. You're the CEO." The room fell silent. Jason turned pale. His father stood slowly. "What is happening?" I spoke clearly. "I'm the CEO. And your son owes $190 million. That deal? It was never his. It was mine. You told me to get a help desk job, so I bought the whole desk." Shock rippled through the room. Jason tried to shout, tried to deny it. "You can't do this. You're just the quiet guy." I looked him straight in the eyes. You should have read what you signed. His mother sobbed. His father accused me of betrayal. His fiancée walked out without a word. And my wife, she didn't cry, didn't scream. She just stared at me like I was something unfamiliar, transparent, untouchable, sharp enough to cut. The fallout was fast and brutal. The buyers walked. Investors sued Jason. His reputation dissolved. My company legally absorbed the tech, and I launched the platform myself. My wife asked for space. Then time. Then a lawyer. I gave her all of it. They thought I was playing games. I wasn't not their kind anyway. In their world, power comes from loud voices, titles, attention. In mine, it comes from silence, patience, and precision. They laughed when I said I worked in tech. No one's laughing now.